sack Mauricio Pochettino right now. Just go ahead and sack him. Mauricio Pochettino, it's time for him to go. I mean, guys, welcome back to the Chelsea Godfather. It's the Chelsea Godfather reporting back to duty. Please subscribe to my channel. Guys, if you guys have watched my channel, any of my videos, you all know that consistently I'm probably the last Chelsea fan who has backed Pochettino all season long. Give him chance, trust in the process, this, that, and the other. But the last few games, even the miraculous 4-3 win against Man U, the last few games, notwithstanding that we haven't lost a game in quite a while, has shown me that Mauricio Pochettino does not have the mental courage. That's the word. He doesn't have the mental, courage to make the ruthless calls, the cold-hearted calls that need to be made to push this Chelsea team forward to the next level. This is not about injuries anymore, because make no mistake about it, this Sheffield United team that we played against is a horrible team. There's a reason why they're on their way down to the championship, because they're legit. They're legit easily the worst team in the Premier League. And we, thanks to Pochettino, played the game into their hands, kept them alive, kept them in this game. By the way, this game was coached by the personnel decisions that were made. It was really more or less personnel decisions that were made in this game. I was watching this game earlier on, and it quickly dawned on me after the first 10 minutes that we're going to need 3 goals. After Silva scored, I understanding how we've been defending, I figured, listen, yes, it's Sheffield. And I said to myself, we will need at least 3 and maybe 4 goals to win this game. It's sad, but it's real. And you guys have seen that, unfortunately for us, it has come to pass. It has come to pass. But the point being that when you know that you need 3 goals, you're that team that is not good defensively. It doesn't matter how many tall players that you put in, you will concede on set pieces. Then once you have come to grips to the reality of where you are as a team right now, what you should do is play on your front foot. And on our front foot, we had the likes of Carney on the bench. We had Mudryk on the bench. We had Raheem on the bench. That's at least 3 attacking players that were on the bench until late in the game. There's no need for Chelsea to be playing against Sheffield United with the trio of Enzo, Caicedo, and Gallagher. That's overkill. All we need, really, all we need is just one central midfielder against. That's all we needed against these guys, because they were going to do one thing and one thing only. Everybody that's watched a Chris Wilder coach team knows that they play direct football. That's all they do. They don't do anything else. They play 5 at the back and direct football. Spread the ball to the wing, bring the cross in, and look for Bernie. Wash, rinse, and repeat. That's all they do. Is a straightforward thing. Once you're able to deal with it, then you will win the game. And that's why Sheffield United is going down to the championship where they belong. But the flip side is, if you don't understand and prepare yourself for what you know is coming, then guess what? You should be thankful that you only drew 2-2, because it could have been worse for Chelsea. It could have been worse for Chelsea. And so the annoying thing for me is I saw this coming literally from the early minutes in the game. From the early minutes in the game, I'm not even a certified coach, and I could see it from my living room. I can see it coming. I mean, like why? I mean, why can't Pochettino see the obvious and make proactive substitutions in a timely manner to get ahead of what could be, so that we can prevent an undesirable outcome? That's the question, and the answer, sadly for me, and sadly for Pochettino and Chelsea, is finally dawned on me. And maybe I'm a little bit late. Sorry guys, but the answer lies in the fact that Pochettino doesn't have the winner's mentality, right? It's not because he's a Spurs manager. That's not what I'm getting at. Not because he's an ex-Spurs manager. I'm just talking about the way Pochettino manages games. He doesn't he manages games with a little bit of fear. He manages games with a little bit of like a little bit more concern than needed. If you need concern of 5 out of 10, he'll manage the game with a concern of 8 out of 10. And because he is more his coaching decisions, his tactical decisions, his personnel decisions are made from an angle of being risk averse. That's the phrase I was looking for. He's a bit of a risk averse manager. And a risk averse manager, you're not going to win. You're not going to come anywhere near a proper title race. For you to go after a title, you need managers who are ruthless and who have a reasonable appetite for risk, right? Like you have to have a reasonable appetite for risk and have certain faith in the fact that I need to take these risks to get the payoff. And that's why when you see managers like Jose, Pep, Klopp, even Arteta, they are ruthless in their personnel decisions. If a player is not getting the job, they just yank the player. If they're moody, they'll just sell them. Because for them it's one thing and one thing only, and that is we need to win the title. Our team right now, we're not being prepped. These players are not being prepped to have the winning mindset of going after the title. This is Chelsea. Here we are doing maths to figure out whether we can finish 6th place and call it a successful season after spending £1 billion. No, yes, okay, I understand we've had issues with injuries. Even right now, more than half our team is out on the injured list. But that is not what stopped us from winning today to today's game. Today's game should have been 3 points. The Brentford 2-2 should have been 3 points. There's many other. I'm not even going to talk about other games. Burnley. Oh, I haven't even forgot about Burnley, y'all. 10-man Burnley. Burnley went down to 10 men in the first half and got out alive from Stamford Bridge with a 2-2 draw with 10 men. Burnley that is pretty much all but relegated. This is a shame, and it's not good enough. It's not good enough. Pochettino, you're not good enough for this club. You're not good enough. I mean, if I could see some kind of signs of, where this thing is going. See some kind of fight from the manager to turn this thing. We can literally, listen, Man U drop points today. Have we won this game? Now the destiny is in our hand to win our game in hand against Man U, and we're in 6th place. We're in 6th place. So, I mean, why are you, managing this game as if you're playing against Liverpool or City? It's just ludicrous. It's 100% ludicrous. And so for me, it's time for Todd Bowling to do the needful. I don't know how much it's going to cost to let him go at the end of the season. I mean, you're not going to let him go now, but at the end of the season, Pochettino has to go. I mean, I'm done. And me being one of the last men standing in Pochettino's corner, I can almost assume that about 99.99% of the Chelsea fans are pretty much fed up with Pochettino. And it is what it is. You cannot get us to alter our expectations. This is Chelsea. Our expectation is to win, to be chasing the league title. Now, if we finish sixth this year, but we see that we're on our way from sixth to something higher, to Champions League, to league title in 2 or 3 years, then you can say, okay, let's hang in there with this manager. But we can't see that with this manager. We cannot see that with this manager. And the longer you hold on to this manager, the more it's going to cost you money. Todd Bowley, it's going to cost you money because this thing is not working. It's not working. The message, whatever the message is that is in the locker room, is not the right message. And the substitutions are dare I say, cowardly. The substitutions are cowardly. We should have made subs at halftime in this game, man. We should be making halftime subs. Use your substitution to send a message to these guys that 3 points, nothing less than 3 points, is acceptable. And so you make your subs, yank 1 or 2 guys. Don't even look at their face or at their name or ask them how they feel about getting sub. Sub them off and put in attack-minded players so we can get these 3 points. Now do it early. Yet, Pochettino is there watching. Just literally watching as the clock is winding down before he makes his first sub with about less than 20 minutes to go. It's pathetic. So guys, I'm done. Please leave your comments below. Take care. God bless you all. Peace out.